Welcome to Ontraport. There are 9 basic things you need to learn to navigate through the system. You'll use them to set up, automate, and scale your business in Ontraport, and we call them the 9 moves. You can do a lot with Ontraport, but just about all of it uses some or all of the 9 moves. Each of the 9 moves is a stepping stone to mastering everything in Ontraport, so make sure to start here and focus on understanding each of these basic actions. Each move will take between 2 and 5 minutes to learn. The first 3 moves are all about adding people to your system. The next 3 moves are about communicating with those people. And the final 3 moves are all about building automated systems in your business. See you inside move number 1. The first move you're going to learn is how to enter someone into your Ontraport system. That is, how to enter someone into the database. I'm going to walk you through how to enter a potential new prospect or a customer into the system. Could even be a vendor or partner, doesn't matter. Really, anyone that you'd like to keep track of and follow up with. We're going to do it manually in this move so you can see how it works. First, begin by logging into your Ontraport account. Then, make certain you are on the contact screen. You'll create your first contact by clicking the New Contact button up here. Let's do that now. Now begin entering whatever information you have for this contact. Be sure to enter their email address if you have it, otherwise you won't be able to email them. To move from one field to the next, you can either click on the field you'd like to populate, or you can simply press the Tab key. Once you're done entering info on your new contact, click the Save button in the upper right-hand corner and voila, you've created a new contact. Now go ahead and click on the name of your new contact. This right here is what we call the contact record. So now you can see that once I add a new contact, they show up right here in the contacts collection, which is where all your contact data is stored. So from now on, inside Ontraport, when you hear us use the term contact record, we're simply referring to one of the people who's been entered into your database. You can find them here in the contacts collection anytime you like. Later on, you'll have the opportunity to import your existing contacts, but for now, we're just adding a single contact. In move 1, you learned how to enter someone into your Ontraport database, which created your first contact record. Since you just learned how to manually enter someone into the system, now it's time to learn how to create a form that you can put up on the internet for people to fill out so they can enter themselves into your database and create their own contact record automatically. We call these smart forms. In Ontraport, there's a fancy, easy-to-use smart form builder that's been created just for you. Let me show you how to use it to create a great-looking smart form in mere minutes. To get to the Smart Form Builder, start on your contact screen and go to Smart Forms. Then click New Smart Form. Here in the middle is the canvas area where you can preview your form, drag and drop fields and content areas, and do many other things. Above that you've got buttons, which you click to add things to a form or let you start from a template. On the left, you've got your Edit panel. The Edit panel has 3 tabs. The first one is called the Field Settings tab, and it's got all the settings to configure a single field, like changing the field label, making it required, and so on. Each field has its own settings. Next, you've got your Form Styles tab. This is where you edit the visual styling for all the fields and labels on your form. So if you want to make your fields larger, or the labels blue or red or magenta or whatever, do that here. Finally, you've got the Background tab, where you can change the background colors, images, and borders for your form. So all this stuff, the Edit panel, canvas area, and buttons are what you use to design your form, and it's all part of the Design tab, which you can see is the active tab now. The other tab is the Settings tab, where you manage what happens to a contact after they fill out your form. Fear not, we've got extensive training materials on the Smart Form Editor that you can check out after you've mastered the 9 moves. Now that you've got a grasp of the tools, let's make a simple smart form. We're going to start off with a smart form template so you can get properly acquainted with the power of the Smart Form Editor. Just click the Templates button here and choose one from the library of professionally designed forms and customize them to your heart's desire. Now, add some additional fields to your smart form by clicking the Add Fields button and selecting from my list of existing fields. If you need, you can even create a brand new custom field on the fly right here. After clicking on the field, you can see that the field settings automatically appear. You can make the email field required, change the label text, and add some placeholder text as well. You can change the order of the fields and make the first and last name field appear side by side at the top of the form by shrinking them both. The last name field just pops right in next to the first name field. Now that the fields are set up and arranged perfectly, you can change a few things about the fields and labels themselves by adjusting the settings in the Form Style tab. First, make the field labels nice and big. Make it terribly clear which field is currently selected by changing the field labels to bold and the field background to yellow when a field is selected by adjusting the settings in the Field Style When Selected section. Now that you've created a masterpiece, you're ready to publish my smart form. Publish it with a single click onto an Ontraport landing page or onto a WordPress site, or get the code to publish your smart form on your website by clicking the Publish button. Or save time and avoid the hassle of posting the form to the internet altogether by having Ontraport host it instantly and for free with a single click. You can select a color or image to have as the background for the page on which it gets hosted as well. Now click Save, and that's all it takes. Glad to have you back. Now you've learned how to enter people into the database by creating a contact record, and you've also learned how to create a smart form so that people filling them out create their own contact records. Now it's time for you to learn move number 3. You're going to create a web page so that the smart form that you made in move number 2 has a little place to call home live on the internet. There are a number of ways to build pages for your forms to live within Ontraport. Ontraport can host the form for you with one click, or you can post a form to your WordPress site, which has a mountain of benefits, or even drop it onto any other web page by pasting the form code if you like. But by far the most effective way is to place your smart form on a customized Ontraport landing page. I will show you how to do this now. Basically, the Ontraport landing page tool is the simplest way in the universe to create and host single web pages on the internet without any knowledge of HTML or any other code or programming. Landing pages are a place to put your smart forms so you can capture leads and follow up. They're also used as a place to put order forms to take online orders. With landing pages, you can create, edit, and have a web page online and be collecting leads and sales in minutes, and it's all just drag and drop simple. So let's get to it. First, hover over Sites and click on Landing Page. Then click New Landing Page. Then choose Easy Pages. This will start a brand new page with nothing on it, a clean slate. Adding different layers by clicking the New Items link to the right will allow you to create richly designed pages that look however you want. The sky's the limit. Instead of starting from a blank slate, let's start with a landing page template. So now I'll just go back to Landing Page and check the box next to the template I want to use. Then I'll click Copy in the Actions drawer and Accept. This will create a copy of the landing page that I can edit while leaving the original version intact and untouched so that I can use it in the future. Now I'm in the landing page editor screen where I can begin customizing the page. Our landing page templates are designed to help you get started on the right track. If you start with a template, you can customize it with the details of your business, your offer, your form, and whatever else you'd like. You can see that there are some various layers in here already, like shapes, text, and images. Add more by clicking the Add New Item button, then choosing the layer type you'd like to add. As you can see, there are many different kinds of things you can add to your page. For instance, you can drop a video on the page by clicking Video Layer, then drag and drop it to other parts of the page, move it up and down in the layer stack, and more. You'll learn about working with the various layer types and controls later. For now, I just want you to have a basic idea of how the landing pages editor works. You can also control a lot about the page in the top part of the screen, like the name of the page, the background color, page alignment size, and more. Remember the smart form you created in the last move? We're going to add that smart form to this landing page in just a few clicks. Just click New Item, then choose Form. In the drop-down list that appears, you'll see the smart form you created. It's easy to find because it's the only form we've created so far. Select it and the form appears on the page as if by magic. Now just drag and drop it to wherever you'd like it on the page. I'll go ahead and drop it right here. You can preview the page by clicking Preview to see how it will look when it's live on the internet. Next, you will need to host your page so that it can be viewed on the internet. You can host it on your own domain, but to keep this quick and simple, host it instantly and for free on one of the domains we've provided for you. I will call this My Kung Fu Magic, and I will host it on respawn.ontraport.net. Now I will click Accept. The URL for this page will now be mykungfumagic.respawn.ontraport.net. Note that when you do this yourself, you'll have to pick a different URL because this one has already been used. Go ahead and click Save, and in just a few moments, this page will be live on the internet. After just a few minutes, the landing page is viewable at mykungfumagic.respawn.ontraport.net, complete with the smart form and other landing page elements we created. Now I'll fill it out with some dummy contact info, but I'm going to use a different email address than the one I used in the first move. Otherwise, the information I add to this form will simply be merged with that original contact we added. Now, when I go to the contact screen in Ontraport, I can see that there's a brand new contact record for this person. Now you know how to enter new contacts manually, how to create smart forms so people can enter themselves into your database, how to create landing pages where smart forms can live, and how to host them so they're live on the internet. You've got the first 3 moves. Once you learn this next move, you'll know exactly how to send email through Ontraport. See you in move 4.